Good morning. It is Sunday, where I'm at. We are playing a game called Mind, 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 which I literally found yesterday as I was making my schedule. Apparently, it's a dark psychological romance visual novel about a British ghost who has haunted you since childhood. When you get close to a new boy at college, he starts to get possessive, and the mind games begin. Apparently, it's also voice act, so that's what it intrigued me. It's a fairly short game from what I can tell based on the Steam reviews. It can range from like an hour to like maybe an hour and a half. See anywhere it is over that, so it'll be okay, somebody played for 2 hours, depending. I guess it depends on your speed, but we are here. Yeah, creepy green. Yeah. Apparently he's a ghost. Ghosts have been obsessed with us apparently. What do you want to be called? Well, it's Aromie. She, her. There's a man that follows me. This? Do I click? Oh, okay. God damn. Can you like type any harder? I sit in the cafe typing at my laptop as I sit in the final dregs of my iced coffee. I look up, gazing over the top of the screen to the seat opposite me. He's sitting there. He wasn't sitting there before, but I'm not surprised to see him. He vanishes from time to time. There was a blissful period when he didn't appear for an entire weekend. Still, even when he's not visible, I know he's always around, watching, waiting. Oh, so I can see ghosts now. God, that necklace. Hello, sir. He's a young man dressed in sharp, crisp clothes. Some might even call him handsome. He crosses one leg over the other and leans back, enjoying the aroma of his espresso. Before taking a sip, he never takes his eyes off me. She types so goddamn hard. I focus my gaze on the laptop screen, trying to avoid looking at his face. I was in the middle of typing a sentence, but I can't remember the continuation. For a minute, I stare blankly at the document, typing, deleting, and retyping the same word over and over as a cold, prickling sensation washes over me. The man finally speaks. His voice is calm but reassured. He talks with the quiet confidence of a university professor.
This is a nice cafe, isn't it? It's your favorite. It's cozy and quiet, and the coffee is good. It's not too expensive either.
Aw, his voice acting is kind of cute. I don't respond. The man continues to chat.
All of the employees are kind. They're generous, allowing students to work here for so long. Though, you've already been here for 30 minutes. It was fairly empty when you first arrived, but it's going to be crowded soon. People always drop by to kill time before their evening classes. Don't you think it's about time to leave?
I was about to say, why is it dark all of a sudden? But it's because of the change of time. I have a drink. The man picks up the plastic cup and shakes it, rattling the ice cubes. He cocks his head and looks at me, raising an eyebrow.
You had a drink.
Don't I look kind of crazy talking to a ghost? I'm thinking about getting some food. Maybe a pastry or a bagel.
Are you? Really? When you're trying to save money, and you have sandwich fixings at home?
What if I don't want a sandwich right now? I slumped down, leaning my face closer to the screen as I mashed the keys. Okay, so she is mashing keys. Because it sounded a little violent. Filling the document with gibberish, only tangentially... Did I read that right? I guess. Related to the topic of the paper. The man sighs.
The employees are too kind. They won't tell you to leave, even if you're being a bother. You're a paying customer after all. A paying customer that sat here for 30 minutes after getting a single coffee and insists on taking up an entire two-person table for just one person.
You know, you don't have to point this all out, Mr. Man.
Let's go home, okay?
1 minute later, and I'm tossing my cup in the recycling. I open the door to the cafe. The cold wind outside buffets my face and chilly droplets sting my skin. As I head back to my dorm, the man walks alongside me, a satisfied and jaunty spring in his step. He tries to hold my bag, but I refuse. How can you hold my bag? You're a ghost. Wouldn't it just be hovering awkwardly? As he strolls along, he hums merrily. He even reaches out to hold my hand, interlacing his fingers with mine, but I shrug my hand out of his grasp. This ghost is a little touchy. Can we trust him? I don't know. He's a ghost that has followed us since childhood, apparently. The drizzle begins to turn into a shower. The man's mood doesn't dampen. He jogs alongside me at an easy pace as I sprint home, shivering as the rain soaks through my clothes. When I unlock the door, the man waits to the side, still watching my face closely. Droplets of water fall from the hair, framing his sunny expression. Before I go inside, he pulls my sleeve and lands a kiss on my cheek. Excuse me?
I was so happy to spend this time with you. I'll see you again soon.
I don't know, man. Do I like this man? I don't know. It's a little forward. He walks away. When I poke my head into the hallway, he has already vanished. Okay. I'm surprised. Usually he follows me inside. He lingers, preparing tea and snacks and soothing music. Then after an hour or two, he disappears. I'm always glad when he's gone. Okay, so my girlie doesn't like him. That man wasn't always there. I can't remember seeing him when I was in elementary school. Perhaps he was lingering somewhere, watching, but he never came to talk to me. The first time I met him was in middle school, right before the school play, as I huddled backstage, frantically rehearsing my lines I saw him for the first time. I gazed up to see a boy kneeling beside me. He looked different at that time. He was younger, and he wore a simple collared shirt and a pair of jeans. I thought that he might have been a classmate, but I didn't recognize him. At first, I thought he was strange, but I tried to ignore him. Instead, I focused on the crumpled sheet of printer paper, repeating the words until they rolled off the tongue. So this is a ghost that ages. Because, most ghosts stay the same age that they passed. Then he spoke. There's so many people watching. Can you imagine what it would be like if you forgot your lines? You're standing on stage in front of dozens of people, flapping your mouth like a dying fish. I wonder what your classmate would think. They'd probably curse you for ruining weeks of hard work, for being the only wrench in a well-oiled machine. Oh well, I hope that doesn't happen. That would be terrible, wouldn't it? Oh wow, what great comfort. Half an hour later, as I stood on stage in front of dozens of parents, my mind went blank. I forgot my lines. I choked, tears stinging the corner of my eyes. As I looked around the auditorium, I saw the stranger standing at the back, arms crossed as he leaned against the wall. I couldn't tell if he looked sympathetic or elated. As I walked home, he found me again, skipping alongside me. He held my hand and smiled. I screamed at him. I pushed him away and ran. When he was out of sight, I looked at my palm. He had given me some chocolate. Since then, I've seen the stranger countless times. He appears anywhere, when I'm walking around outside, when I'm shopping, when I'm in class. The only place that offers me some semblance of refuge is my room. Although he still sneaks in there sometimes, invading even my most private of spaces. So this is a fucking nosy ghost. I don't know his name, but I call him Geist. Like a poltergeist? Ugh. I lean over my keyboard and groan. No matter what I try, the program won't output the correct answer. After over an hour of tinkering, the result is the same. I look at the clock on the bottom left of the screen, 7:03 p.m. If I recall correctly, there should be computer science tutoring scheduled from 7 to 9 tonight. Ew! My fingers twist in my shirt. I've never gone to tutoring before, but the assignment is due at 11 p.m. I bite my lip, staring hard at the code, hoping that some solution will magically appear in my brain. It doesn't. The clock changes, 7:04 p.m. I stand. I can't do this. The alternative is missing the assignment and getting a 0 after all. Besides, who goes to tutoring? There probably won't be anyone there. Okay. Oh, spoiler alert. There's another guy we can fall in love with. So you get to choose between the ghost or this guy we're about to see. I was wrong. When I'm standing outside the door, my resolve falters. I peer in through the shades covering the window. There are quite a few people inside, at least 10. A familiar cold hand lands on my shoulder. Guy smiles at me, his expression twisted into something resembling sympathy.
So many people. Better not go in. Let's go home. I'm sure that you can figure it out.
Oh, I don't know, man. This man seems kind of like manipulative.
Is the room not open?
I turn. This guy's the other candidate of love. A boy with a wide smile and warm brown eyes is standing behind me. I recognize him. His sky blue Hawaiian shirt decorated with plumerias. It's difficult to forget. We're in the same lecture. He always sits in the front row.
Oh, I got it. No key card, right? I got you.
Oh, he's so cute. He maneuvers around me and swipes the card through the ID reader. When it clicks, he swings the door open and holds it for
After
me.
you.
Aww. I take a deep breath and go in. Who has tutoring this late, though? Is this normal? The room is surprisingly crowded, probably because the problem set is due tonight. Several small groups of students are huddled over their laptops in different areas of the room, scrutinizing their screens. A couple stragglers are hunched over their university desktops, typing furiously. There seems to be a single tutor, a pale Japanese guy. He has messy dyed hair, and he's wearing a Tricone University Letterman's jacket. He's leaning on the desk next to one of the stragglers, pointing to the screen as he explains something. I go to a corner of the room and sit between two of the computers. I take out my laptop, browsing it from its slumber and navigating to my code editor. Guy settles into the chair next to me, crossing one leg over the other. The boy also sits next to me on the opposite side. He leaves a one computer gap between us. My heartbeat hitches. Is he going to try to talk to me? I just came to get some help with my homework. I'm not ready to make small talk with a stranger. To my relief, the boy just takes out his laptop and starts typing. Need any help? The tutor walks over. His icy eyes flip between us before settling on the boy. The boy gestures to me with both hands.
That person was here first.
Look at you, troubling him. You wouldn't even have come in if he didn't hold the door for you.
Why are you gaslighting me, dude?
Let's hope you can talk without tripping over your own tongue like a buffoon.
This ghost is so mean to me. My cheeks heat up. I frantically click through my pages of web searches, hoping that the tutor doesn't notice, doesn't see my open tabs or my bookmarks. Finally, I pull the code editor back up. I'm running into an error, and I can't figure it out. The tutor peruses my screen. It takes him less than 2 seconds to spot the issue. Easy one. Here, you've got a less than or equal sign. It should be less than. I make the correction. The tutor waits as I run the program. He directs me through a couple of tests. When he verifies that the code is working as intended, he turns to the boy. Alright, what about you?
If I'm being honest, I don't really know where to start.
The tutor raises an eyebrow and grabs a chair next to the boy, making himself comfortable. Let's see, the palindrome problem. For this one, you need to make a recursive function. What the fuck is this language? I return to my own homework. My brain is particularly slow today, my fingers stumbling over the keys. For some reason, I can't seem to focus on the assignment. 20 minutes pass, and I'm still working on the same problem. Guy leans back in his chair as he reads a novel. The bell jar is emblazoned in elegant curved letters on the cover.
You can't focus because there are too many people here. What if they're all looking at you, seeing how horribly slow you are? Why are you even in this class when you're so terrible at coding?
Why is he so mean to me? My mouth tightens into a scowl. Next to me, a tutor has been hovering by the boy the entire time, guiding his charge methodically through the problem. However, it's slow going. Several sheets of paper covered with scrawled diagrams are lying on the desk, but the boy's eyebrows are still furrowed in confusion. The older student sighs, glancing at the other students in the room. I'll be back. Let me help them for a sec. The boy nods in understanding. Guys claps his book shut, demanding my attention.
Why don't we go home? You got what you came for. We can finish in peace and quiet at the dorms.
I grit my teeth. I want to stuff Geis's book down his throat, but then I hear something weird. The boy's making a strange, pitiful sound in his throat. He sounds kind of like a whining puppy. He stares at the computer in dejection, his frown so deep that it looks like a rain cloud crossed over his face. I eye his screen. Every time he runs his program, it freezes, refusing to budge until he closes it. I look a little closer. Oh, he forgot to increment the counter variable. Oh god, is this real, like, programming stuff? That sounds so like a headache. Should I say something? It's an easy enough fix, but my throat feels dry.
You'd better not. Can you really explain yourself clearly? You're just going to make him more confused.
Listen, shut up, dude.
Besides, he didn't ask for your help. Why do you want to stick your nose somewhere it doesn't belong? If anything, he'll think you're a creep who's spying on him.
Isn't that what you're doing to me? Geis's voice squeezes my vocal cords. It's difficult to breathe, let alone speak. No, I'm offering to help. The boy looks up, eyes brightening in interest. I edge closer. He scoots over to make room for me. There, you didn't increment your counter variable, so the loop never stops running.
Ah, so that's what it was.
Aw, he's so happy. He types the correction and runs the program. It runs without freezing, even though it doesn't output the correct answer.
You saved me. Whew, thank you. What's your name? I'm Calais.
Calais? I'm Aromie.
Nice to meet you. We're in the same lecture, right? I'm pretty sure I've seen you around.
What's with like the chill Hawaiian music? I nod my head, my eyes inadvertently skirt across his face, avoiding direct contact. We return to our respective problem sets. Once or twice he reaches out to me with a question or asks me what problems I'm working on. Every time he opens his mouth, my stomach does a backflip. Slowly, the other students file out of the room. Soon, Calais and I are the only ones left. The door opens. A female student hovers in the doorway. She's dark-skinned. Her umber hair falls in coils, framing her face. She's wearing a bright blue Tricone University sweatshirt, a pair of dark-washed jeans, and a white backpack. When she sees Calais and me, her eyes widen in surprise. She talks to the tutor, letting the door close behind her. Oh, are you still busy? Oh yeah. Take your time, I'll be over here. Calais' eyes widen. He waves enthusiastically at the older student. She smiles and waves back. The older student goes to the other side of the room and sits in a chair. She slings her backpack over the back of the seat before taking a book out of her bag and starting to read. Do you know her?
Yeah. She's a TA from one of my other classes. Super nice and so smart. She gave me a lot of advice about the courses and teachers in the bio department.
Okay. I add the clock. 9:15. Bro would be already asleep. I've been here too long. The tutor is only paid to stay on the clock until 9. I start to pack my things. I'm not done, but I'll just have to finish it up somewhere else. Next to me, Calais seems to have the same idea. I think that I see ICE upperclassmen exit the computer lab. I check my phone again. 9:20 p.m. now. I still have an hour and a half to finish up and submit. Oh god. I should go to the library. I can't waste valuable time walking back to my dorm. Before I had the chance to put my headphones, Calais jogs up beside me, his backpack bouncing on his shoulder. I instinctively tense up.
Hey, you still get some homework to do, right? Do you want to work on it together?
Oh, study buddies? Oh, okay. I'm so taken aback that I can't even think to refuse. He beams.
Shoots! Comrades until 11.
Aw, it's kind of adorable.
Gee, it's done.
Calais and I both slump on the table relieved. 10:52 p.m. We submitted our assignments just in time. I do not know how you guys do this. If I was a student in college, I would not procrastinate like this. My anxiety would not let me.
Thanks for doing it with me. I don't know what I would have done without you.
I can't resist smiling, hoping that I don't look overly awkward. It was fun. Well, as fun as doing homework could be, Calais is easy to talk to and jokes around a bit, while still taking his work seriously. Coding didn't come easily to him initially, but once things started to click, he began to breeze through the problems much more easily. I was worried that it would be a one-sided affair, but he ended up helping me as much as I helped him. As I close out of my coding editor, I side-eyed the blonde man sitting next to me. To my surprise, Geist is silent as a mouse. When we were finishing our homework, I noticed him glaring at the two of us over the top of the bell jar. But the blonde man didn't say a word. Even now, no venomous quips escape his lips. He just stares at Calais, face twisted in an expression of vague irritation.
It's this late? Oh, gotta go. Early morning tomorrow. See you in class.
He smiles when he waves goodbye. After he leaves, my chest feels light. Sometimes good things do happen, even to people like me. Sometimes the sun does come, even to a place where it always rains. I have to keep myself from humming as I pack up my own belongings. What the fuck? This looks like a goddamn cellar. When I exit the library, the air is chilly, nipping at my nose and cheeks. It's completely dark and mostly empty, the lamps casting eerie pools of light over the main plaza. As I go down the library steps, Geist follows a step behind, matching my every stride. I steer my gaze ahead, trying to ignore him. I take my headphones from around my neck and snap them over my ears, a welcome shield from the code. I take out my phone and select my listening material of choice. Soothing music. I cannot do podcasts or audiobooks because my brain just like mushes it out. Like I can't focus at all. I open my playlist of piano covers. The soothing instrumentals envelops my ears, drowning out the world. I turn towards the path leading down to my dorm, but something catches my eye. Someone's waving at me. A girl wearing a white hoodie, her hair tossed in a loose bun. I recognize her, although I don't know her name. We're in the same classic seminar. What should I do? Should I wave? Should I pretend that I don't see her and walk past? What kind of choice is this? What? Is that a ghost? We'll wave, I guess. I tentatively raise my hand, keeping it close to my body. Her eyes flash over me for a second before she looks past me, waving more enthusiastically. I look over my shoulder, and another girl is jogging out the library. Oh, she was waving to someone else! How awkward of me! Oh, shit. It feels like someone dunked my heart into ice water. I hurriedly retract my hand, pretending that I'm adjusting the straps on my backpack. But I know that it's already too late. Geis's voice is piercing, effortlessly penetrating the headphones that are shielding my ears.
How humiliating. How could you have ever thought she was waving at you?
He's so
You
mean.
barely know her. You've talked to her a couple of times. That doesn't mean you're friends.
Well, when people wave, you wave back, no? At least when I'm driving, if like a pedestrian's waving at me, I would wave back. It's like, cool. My mouth tightens and my eyes burn. He's right. Of course she couldn't have been waving at me. We barely know each other. We're not friends. I turn up the volume on my phone and walk faster. I just want to get home as quick as possible. However, even with my headphones blaring over my ears, Geis's voice still haunts me.
That's right. Pretend that you don't see anyone. Pretend that you don't hear anyone. If you don't talk to them, they'll never hurt you.
I don't know if he wants good for me or bad. I get up unusually late the next morning. Well, morning is probably generous. It's afternoon, but what the fuck? It's afternoon by the time I put down my phone and roll out of bed. After getting home, I stayed up until 4 a.m. on socials. I didn't process what I was looking at. I just scrolled. Oh, so you just doom scrolled. I can hold my newborn kitten in one hand. Famous influencer acts like a jerk for the 15th time. What? Whatever, time this week. Modern dating sucks and we'll all die alone. It was stupid and pointless, but I just wanted to escape, to overload my brain with so much stimulation that I could forget my troubles. I do this all the time. I sit up, my head aches, my stomach growls, clawing on my insides. Well, I guess I should eat something. When I enter the cafeteria, menagerie? What are these words? A sense assaults my nose. There's a typical array of brunch items. Eggs, pancakes, sausages, fruits, and yogurt. There's also a limited section of normal lunch dishes. I peruse the menu that's posted near the entrance. Usually I grab something quick and portable that I can take to the park or to my dorm room, like a smoothie or a packaged sandwich. But today I eyed the hot food stations, my mouth watering. I would have to eat at the cafeteria, but... I look around the hall. There aren't too many people here, just a couple of stragglers. It's late for lunch, so most of the students have already come and gone. My grumbling stomach wins out over any reservations I have about eating in public. I really want to eat the... red lentil curry mushroom, braised pork goulash, macaroni and cheese. I actually don't want any of these. I don't want any of these. Alright, well, I'll go with the curry, I guess. The student worker ladles some red lentil curry over a heaping bed of jasmine rice. I take it to the table English. I dig my spoon into the curry. I admire the vibrant red sauce. I'm learning so many damn words today that I'm not going to remember later. Juxtaposed? Juxtaposed? Damn, English, hello? Against their white rice. The creaminess from the coconut milk mingles with the bold spices. It only takes me a few minutes to finish half of the dish.
You! Mind if I sit here?
Oh, hey, Calais, right? I almost choke on my food. Calais is standing next to me, holding a tray with a grilled cheese sandwich, a container of sweet potato curly fries, and a glass of cola. So we couldn't have what he had! I raise a hand to cover my coughs and gesture to the seat in front of me. Calais beams and sits down.
Didn't think I'd see you here. Did you manage to get any sleep last night?
A bit. I'm barely able to get the words out. I'm still frazzled by the sudden intruder at my table.
See what happened because you decided to sit here? Now this guy found you, and you'll have to eat the rest of your lunch trying to have awkward small talk with someone you barely know.
I don't think it's awkward. I think you think it's awkward. The familiar blonde is sitting next to me, sipping an iced coffee. He glares at Calais. He looks like he wants to strangle the boy. Calais sets his tray down and takes a big bite of his sandwich, melting cheese oozing between his fingers and onto his plate. He chews and swallows before speaking.
Man, Comp Sci is so much tougher than I thought it'd be. I took it because I thought it would be easier than taking an actual math class. But somehow it's even worse.
He pushes his container of sweet potato fries towards me, but I shake my head. He takes the fry and chomps it in half.
How's it for you? Hard?
It's tough. Yeah, it's tough. I don't really get it at all. Calais nods, taking another bite of his sandwich. I look down. He only just sat down, but the chat is already petering out. I can't keep up a conversation with this guy. I can only hope that he'll eat quickly and leave me alone. Calais puts his grilled cheese down. He wipes his fingers on his napkin before taking out his phone.
Do you mind if I add you on TryMessage? None of my friends are taking Comp Sci, so I don't have anyone to suffer with me. Please?
So we're bonding with our suffering of our class. Oh yeah. Before I can even process what he asked, I'm already fumbling my phone out of my pocket. I nearly drop it. Oh no. My pulse quickens as I open the app that I have never opened before. Ugh. On the inside, I'm screaming. It's prompting me to make an account. Oh my god, you never made an account? Guy has finished his coffee. He crosses his legs, turning sideways on the chair to face me with an amused smirk on his face.
Oh, no. Better not let Calais see that. He'll find out that you're a hopeless loner. After all, you didn't even bother making an account because you don't have a single friend to add on TryMessage.
I don't know how we're supposed to fall in love with this bitch. It's so mean. Sorry, give me a sec. I forgot to update my phone. It's auto-updating now.
Oh yeah, no problem.
I drop my phone under the table and frantically input my information. It feels like I'm dismantling a bomb.
Tick-tock.
I want to strangle the smirking blonde man. I hurriedly changed my profile picture to a random picture from my downloads. I got it.
Shoot.
We add each other on TryMessage. His profile picture is a banana wearing sunglasses. And the tag under his name simply says "Living Life." Kuya's different!
No way!
What? Did I do something wrong? Is my profile weird?
Is that Detective Dog?
I look closer at the picture that I chose for my profile picture. Calais is right. I had inadvertently chosen a fan art of the main character from my favorite movie series, Detective Dog. I can feel my cheeks burning and my heart sinks. Next to me, Geis is doubled over, chuckling uncontrollably.
Wow, you didn't even make it 10 minutes before showing him what a weirdo you were. An adult that still watches cartoons for children.
Wow.
Might as well tell him that you still wet the bed too.
Shut up, guys. You're so fucking rude, dude. Can you fuck off? How can I get this ghost away from me? Kuya is different. Kuya's not this rude. I just thought the art was nice. I don't...
I love Detective Dog.
Aww. What?
What?
Haha. Haha, guys. Guess what?
I used to watch that series so much when I was a kid. I stopped watching the movies for a while, but I was feeling nostalgic last year and I started to watch them again.
It's like me with Kolyoko, you know?
They're actually so much better than I remembered. And I noticed so much about them that I didn't appreciate when I was younger. Like how Dog's addiction to dog treats is a metaphor for alcoholism, and how the tyranny that the cats have over the city is based on imperialism. What?
What? At least this dude don't fuck with crime scenes? Well, no! But this dude's a ghost that's haunting me!
And when Dog stops wearing his collar, he's freeing himself from both his abusive relationship with his wife and the generational trauma that the cats have inflicted on his family.
As Calais continues to chatter about the symbolism of the third Detective Dog movie, I'm at a loss for words. I've only met a handful of people who still remember Detective Dog. I can still see their expressions of derision in my mind, poisoning my love for the franchise. I've never met anyone who saw it as anything more than a silly children's cartoon before. Calais gradually stops talking. He rubs the back of his neck, apparently realizing how long he had been rambling.
Oops. I got a little excited. People don't really remember Detective Dog, you know? What's your favorite entry in the series?
Calais' alive and he's mean to everybody. Well, I'm sure he has a soft spot. Oh, I guess the fifth Detective Dog versus the Virtual Phantom. I thought the surrealism of the film was so interesting, and for once it focused less on the mystery and more on Dog's past, as part of the police force and the guilt and trauma that he has as a result. It's also the first film that really explores the corruption inherent in the dog society, without blaming everything on the cats. Calais leans forward, sipping at his soda as he nods. I try to restrain myself, but the words tumble out of my mouth before I can catch them. Before long, I'm subjecting Calais to a 30-minute long spiel about the symbolism of the bananas in the film. This is so cute, you know? When somebody else has the same interests as you and you just like get to ramble about it. Still, he never looks annoyed or disinterested. He listens the entire time in rapt attention. When I'm done, he brings up his own thoughts, and soon we're engaged in a lively conversation about the use of food metaphors in the series. Before I know it, it's already 3 p.m. We take our plates to the tray, return together, and then we start what? I thought I woke up at 4. No, wait, she stayed up till 4 a.m. Never mind. And then we start walking back to the dorms. He lives in the building next to mine. Okay, boy next door type of situation. We wave to each other. I take my ID card and swipe into the building. It is only then that I realize that Geist has been standing next to me the entire time. He's eerily quiet, his face as cold as a block of ice. He follows me into my dorm room without saying a word. Even as I start on my classics homework, Geist lingers. He crosses his arms and leans against the back wall watching me. This is a first for him. When he follows me inside, he usually clings to me and doesn't stop talking until he decides to leave. I open my textbook. Fine, it doesn't matter if he stays, just as long as he's quiet. That's so weird. I could not. I would have to tell the ghost to go away. I spend the afternoon and the early evening doing homework. During the time, Geist doesn't leave, but I ignore him. My mind is still running with the cheerful memories of my lunch with Calais. When it gets dark, I sneak out to the common room and make myself some pasta. I lie in my bed, my stomach full of cheap carbs. I fish my phone out of my pocket and unlock it. The try message icon catches my attention amidst the mess of apps on my homepage. Girl, you don't organize your homepage? I click the icon and navigate to Calais. I press on the box to start typing a message. However, when the keyboard pops up, my fingers tremble. Oh, what the fuck? The mattress just creaks. Geist has left his home against my back wall. He's lying on his side next to me. His head's propped up on one hand. He smirks.
What are you doing? He just asked for your info to be polite. He doesn't actually want to be your friend. He doesn't like you. Why would he?
You're so mean.
This afternoon, he was just tolerating you. He was being nice, listening to you blabber ad nauseum about things he couldn't care less about.
Boss, because he brought it up first.
If you text him, he'll just shudder and think, this person again? So soon. How clingy are they?
I hope Khalil texts me first. Calais, sorry, not Khalil.
Some headache. Don't text him.
My hands freeze up. What if Geist is right? What if Calais, right? Really was just being nice. If I text him, I'll be a bother. Literally Kuya. Hi, Maki. But I want to text him. Fuck you, ghost. I flop onto my side, facing away from Geist. He snorts. What do I say? I can't sound too casual. We're not that friendly. But I shouldn't sound too formal either. Should I add emojis? How many? Should I say hi or hello or hey? Would thanks or thank you be better? Should I apologize for talking so much? Or should I thank him for listening? Oh, girl. This is a lot. You know, as I got older, I don't give a shit anymore. I used to be in the same mindset. But as adults, you learn that time is very valuable. So you just get straight to the point. You hope I get left on red? After typing and retyping the message several times, I eventually come up with something that I'm happy with. Hi, sorry to bother you. I just wanted to say it was really fun talking to you today. Smiley face. Thanks. I would remove the thanks, but everything else sounds nice. As soon as I hit the send button, I smash my head into the pillow. Guy sighs.
Oh, could you be any more awkward? What is this? A thank you email after a job interview? The social ineptitude is dripping off your text.
Okay, you think you can do any better, guys? I groan. I wish there was an unsend button. My phone buzzes. I squeeze my eyes shut, smothering my face with the pillow as I get ready to look at the screen. Oh, wait, his text is cute. He gave me multiple Ys. He's so into us. Hey, you texted me. Oh, he's so cute. Look at that. Double text. Ha, fuck you guys. No, I should thank you. Yo, he's spamming. It was super fun talking about Detective Dog. Dog buds. Woof. Oh wait, that's a cat. I chuckle. Yeah, it is. Woof, what the? Kalei sends a cute sticker of a dog lying on the beach. I respond with a sticker of a dog lying under a blanket, saying that he doesn't want to go to work. We trade stickers like that for a few minutes until our chat log is a veritable dog park. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask, are you gonna go to tutoring, Mun?
Don't do something that you'll regret.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I glare at Geist. I'll be there. Sucker. I can't love you guys. You're a literal ghost, okay? I drop my phone in the blanket and roll onto my stomach. My heart is racing, but it's not from nervousness for once. I actually feel happy, excited even. I'm looking forward to Monday. Kalei and I go to tutoring together on Mondays and Fridays. Afterwards, we usually grab a late night snack. We also text a lot. Between classes in the evenings on the weekends. We chat about a lot of things, though our conversations usually gravitate towards movies. He loves talking about film even more than me, if that's possible. What's with our characters all loving movies? I feel like I can't relate. Whenever like my friends talk about movies, I zone out. Because that's not my topic. It seems like he has watched every movie produced in the last 30 years, ranging from rom-coms to biopics to horror. Biopics? I don't know. My friendship with Kalei is so easy that it's almost scary. Chatting with him feels like I'm being carried down a gentle river by the movement of the water. It's not difficult or forced, unlike what I'm used to. I think that Kalei is cute. I'm not even gonna bother saving, because we're not gonna go for Geist. Fuck him. Kalei is cute. I don't think he would ever be interested in me that way, but a month after I start going to tutoring with Kalei, I'm sitting at my desk scrolling away on my laptop. I often spend my Saturday evenings browsing random online marketplaces. It's relaxing and it feels like a bit like a treasure hunt. I've snagged quite a few vintage DVDs for bargain bin prices. Right now I'm searching for my white whale. I've invested countless hours searching for this movie, but to no avail. My eyes brighten. I finally find what I'm looking for. Young Detective Dog, The Adventure Begins. It's not a part of the original Detective Dog timeline. Instead, it was a minor film that was released direct-to-video, detailing Detective Dog's impoverished origins as a street puppy. It's a valuable piece of the Detective Dog canon. What is happening? Filling the gap between the prequel series before Detective Dog and the Butler era. Comics detailing his life as a servant to a noble cat family. Young Detective Dog was outsourced to a smaller animation studio. Is this a real thing? As a result, it never received that much marketing and only a limited number of prints. It's the only Detective Dog film that I haven't managed to get my hands on until now. I don't even look at the cost that carefully. What? I've been searching for this film for months. I'm willing to pay almost any price. Are you a broke college kid? As I'm checking out, my phone buzzes. Hey, so you know we were talking about that Mad Gun sequel yesterday. Do you want to go see it? I was thinking about tomorrow. Oh, the new Mad Gun movie. Kalei and I have chatted about it on our way back to the dorms. Admittedly, I wasn't a fan of the Mad Gun franchise, but I had to read rave reviews about the new sequel. I couldn't deny that my interest was piqued. I'm about to text okay when my hand drops onto my phone. The pale, tapered fingers wrest the device from my grasp. Guy strolls to the other side of the room, waving the phone idly.
You'd better not.
Are you controlling my life? Why not? I could spend time with whoever I want. Geist comes back and leans against the side of my desk.
Texting is easy. You have time to think about what you'll say, and there's no pressure to answer right away. Going to tutoring is fine too. After all, you're mostly working on homework.
What are you on about?
But going out with him will be different. You'll have to talk to him the entire time. Can you really do that?
Yes? I do it with you, and I don't even like it. I snatched the villain out of Geist's grasp. However, when I open up try message, my palms are sweaty. What if Geist is right? I tell Khalil, no, what the fuck? You say okay. I grit my teeth. Making conversation is no big deal. I can do it. Talking with Calais is easy anyway. I'd love to go. Great, I'll pick you up at 11? Is that 11 a.m. or p.m.? I respond with the thumbs up. Geist leans over me, his displeasure slathered over his face. He smells like mint, sharp and cold.
I warned you. Just wait. You'll see what happens.
Are you threatening me? I pick up my pillow and throw it at him, but he's already gone. I sit on my bed, breathing hard. The blonde man is gone, but the butterflies in my stomach aren't going away. Instead, they're just flapping their wings more and more violently, turning my guts into soup. Anyway, girlie, did you check out that book or movie or whatever? I hope that Geist is wrong. Okay. Usually first dates are at movies. He didn't say it was a date, but...
And that was awesome. I was wondering if it was gonna be some cheap cash grab, considering it's been 20 years since the last installment. But it was really interesting. I liked how the original protagonist became the mentor to the next generation.
Yeah, we love that. As we exited the cinema complex, Calais' eyes lit up. He pointed to the food court, the bright signage beckoning us inside.
Ugh, I'm starving. Wanna grab some grinds?
Grinds? Is this a term? Is this a slang I don't know? I am hungry. I feel like eating a... banh mi! Why can't it be regular banh mi? Why does it have to be vegan? Ramen, local moco. Well, I love banh mi. I go to the vegan Vietnamese shop and order a banh mi. Minutes later, I carry a tray with a sandwich back to the table. Calais is already sitting down, a glistening bowl of rice topped with spicy mayo slathered tuna. Dude, he always picks the nicest food. This man knows how to eat. Mayo slathered tuna is sitting in front of him. He splits his chopsticks.
That looks pretty action.
What are these slang terms? Or like words? Am I out of touch? I take a bite of the sandwich, savoring the crisp, sweet, vinegary vegetables and the crunchy bread.
Anyway, that was so good, right? I especially like the scene where the sergeant finally puts down his uniform.
I nod, chewing my food as I listen to him. Calais talks for several minutes, rambling about his favorite scenes and the acting performances of the leads. When his theme is all used up, he scratches the back of his neck and returns his attention to his poke bowl.
Sorry, I did it again. I talk so much. My friends usually have to tell me to shut up.
No, that's fine. It's fine with me. I love when people just yap and I just listen. It's okay. I like listening to you.
Really?
He looks embarrassed.
Oh, thanks. That's nice of you. No one has ever said that to me before.
That's kind of sad.
What'd you think of the movie?
I like the characters. I really like the characters. I actually found the new additions to be likable and well written. I thought the new female pilot was especially interesting. Her relationship with her sister was especially endearing and gave her some depth. Calais nods, listening intently as he chewed on a slice of pickled radish. We talk about the movie for several minutes, but the conversation quickly slows down. To be honest, I'm not all that familiar with the Mad Gun series. I watched the original films years ago, and I just read the synopsis as a refresher. This movie was excellent, but it was just a very solid, entertaining action film overall. I can't think of much to talk about. But yeah, it was really good, and I'm glad that we came to see it. My voice trails off. Calais grins sheepishly and takes a bite of... Oh no! Takes a bite out of his Pokeball before washing it down with a sip of Coke. Oh no, here comes the anxiety part of like, what do we talk about now?
Uh-oh, the conversation stopped. What will you do now?
Talk about something else? He's standing behind me and he slides his hands across my shoulders, tracing my clavicle. It feels like he's about to grab my throat and strangle me.
See?
I told you that this would happen. He's getting bored. He's realizing that you're not the interesting person that he thought you were. Soon he'll regret ever inviting you to hang out with him.
How rude. My skin feels cold. I look at Calais. He's looking at the nearby shop selling rice balls. He's probably thinking about how boring this conversation is, how much he regrets inviting me out, how much he regrets being my friend. I take another bite, but it's hard to swallow. The food feels like glue in my throat. I want to vomit.
Why don't you excuse yourself to the bathroom? Stay in there a while. And when you come out, you can pretend that you got food poisoning.
That's a little dramatic. Oh, my model froze. Oopsies. Let me close. I wonder if I have to update my shit. It's like the second time it like froze on me. Fuck you, Geist. You broke my game. Is this your punishment to me, bitch? Better say that you got diarrhea. No, we'll just come up with a different conversation, yeah? Oh shit, I might just be a pink tuber right now. I don't know what's going on. I like how it's asking me, am I enjoying VTube Studio? Not right now, no. You're crashing on me all the time right now.
At least that way he'll think that you're miserable company because you're ill, and not because you're just a miserable person.
What? That's rude. I managed to choke down the bite of food. Geist is right. It wouldn't even be alive. My food is settling uneasy in my stomach. I place my hands on the underside of my seat, getting ready to scoop back from the table.
Do you ever wonder what life would be like if you were the last person alive?
Oh, what kind of conversation? What? My retreat is interrupted by Clay's sudden interjection.
No, like, seriously. Post-apocalyptic movies always focus on the survival aspect. But what if that's not the problem? Assume you've got a shelter and all the food, water, and electricity you want, but you're completely alone. You've got all this time on your hands. What would you do with it?
Is that what he was thinking about? The hypothetical apocalypse? What made you think about that all of a sudden? That's random.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes these thoughts pop up in your head, you know? And they just keep scratching at the inside of your skull until you let them out.
I don't have these thoughts. He takes his hat off and ruffles his hair, looking a little embarrassed. He puts the hat back on. I guess I would watch all the movies I can before I die, stay alive, travel. Well, if I'm the only person alive in this whole world, how am I going to be traveling? Who's flying this plane? But I would love to travel. I'd travel the world, see all the sights, visit every country that I could, have grand adventures. What about you? What would you do if everyone disappeared on you?
I guess I would travel around and look for people.
Oh my god, we're fated. We're just fated. I thought you said you were the last person alive. You already know that there aren't any other people, right?
Well, I think if I actually believed that, I wouldn't be able to handle it. Knowing that I'm all alone in this huge world. If I keep searching, then I can hope that I'll find someone someday. Even if it doesn't happen, the thought would keep me alive. You know?
Oh, he's so, like, romantic, I guess. I understand Khalil's I want to call him Khalil for some reason. Khalil's feelings, but I can't relate. I've thought more than once that if I was all alone in the world, then it wouldn't be too bad. I wouldn't have to worry about dealing with anyone. That's so... My mind could finally stop screaming at me. I could finally be at peace.
Sorry for killing the mood with that weird question.
I shake my head. No, well, it was kind of weird, but I get it? Sometimes you can't control your thoughts, and it was an interesting question. I just needed some time to think about it. Kalei chuckles awkwardly and leans forward.
How's your food? Oh, looks cherry.
What does that mean? I'm assuming it's good. Oh, it's good. You want a bite? Somehow I feel a little more relaxed. Kalei's bizarre question had knocked me out of the maelstrom of my thoughts. Why is it a black screen? He hadn't been obsessing about me or my shortcomings. He had just been in his own head, wondering about something that had nothing to do with me. I almost laughed. Of course, Kalei wasn't focused on me the entire time. I'm not the sun. He doesn't revolve around me. He has his own random fleeting thoughts, which is fine. After we finished lunch, we dropped by a charity store and browsed through their used DVDs. We don't talk the entire time, but at the very least, I don't feel tempted to run to the bathroom when the conversation slows down. When I flop onto my bed later that evening, exhaustion envelops my body, but it's a different kind of exhaustion than normal. A good kind of exhaustion. In there, I admire the concluding paragraph to my classics paper. It came out rather well, if I do say so myself. I'm spending another Saturday evening at the library, as I often do. It's been a couple of weeks since Kalei invited me to go to the movies. It's already 10 p.m. I groan. Hopefully I have something in my dorm room to eat for dinner. I pack up the laptop, books, and papers scattered over the desk and head to the library exit. As soon as I open the library door, I freeze. There are hundreds of people outside. The plaza is filled with blaring music. It's a boisterous rock song with dramatic crescendos. The theme song from a recent Halloween-themed blockbuster. Is it Halloween?
It's Halloween. They must be having a party.
Oh, I hate Halloween. It scares me. Geist is standing next to me. He strides in front. When he's standing at the end of the steps, he turns back towards me and bows, gesturing towards the crowd with one arm. He's acting like he's ushering in my arrival to a royal ball.
Shall we go?
I take a step down. My legs are shaking. Oh god. There's so many people. They swarm around me, pressing against my body. The smell of smoke is sickeningly sweet, wrapping around me like a vice. A tall student rams into my shoulder, spilling a few drops of beer on my hoodie. I try to breathe, but no matter how deeply I inhale, it feels like my lungs are being filled with sand. I take a step. It's like I'm wading through mud. Is there not another way to get back to our dorm room? The music is so loud, I can't even hear myself think. There are flashing lights everywhere. The students are wearing glow sticks around their necks and wrists. They look like fireflies swaying in the dark. Where's Geist? For once, I look around for him, aching to see that blonde head. A familiar beacon in a sea of shadows, but he's nowhere to be found. He did this purposely. My vision is getting blurry. The shadows of the students around me all blend together, pressing against me, squeezing the breath from my lungs. My legs buckle, and soon I'm kneeling on the pavement. I try to stand back up, but I'm shaking too much. If I move, I'll topple over. Are we okay? What's happening? My heart is pounding, beating like a war drum. I feel like I'm going to be sick. I look up. Everyone is staring. They look down at me, their eyes driving into me like knives. Some of them turn to talk to each other, talking, gossiping about me.
Here you are, the center of attention, the star. Go on, put on a show. Show them what a mess you are.
You're... What? I can't see him, but I know Geist is behind me. It's getting harder to hear. It's getting hard to see, too. It feels like I'm drowning in the depths of the ocean. The only thing I can hear clearly is Geist's sardonic voice whispering in my ear. The only thing I can feel clearly is his breath against my neck. I'm gasping for breath. I'm suffocating. Oh, am I having a panic attack?
Hey, are you okay?
Oh, that's my savior, my bestie. A fuzzy figure is kneeling in front of me. I can't see who it is. My vision is too blurry. When I don't reply, he puts a reassuring hand on my shoulder, urging me to stand.
Come on, let's sit down somewhere.
He tugs on my sleeve, leading me through the people surrounding us. As we walk, the crowd thins, the music quiets, and the smell of smoke weakens. He opens the door and guides me inside. I look around. My mind is still fuzzy, but I can tell that we're back in the library foyer. The boy sits me down on one of the couches. It's hard to focus. I try to concentrate on his feet. I can only think about one thing. Why is this guy wearing socks with sandals? Oh my god, that's criminal. It's quiet now. So quiet that I can hear how fast my heart is beating. It's still racing, thrumming in my ears like a hummingbird's wings. My skin feels cold and clammy.
Do you mind if I sit with you?
Is that even Kalei? Oh sure, I don't mind.
Okay, wait here. I'll be right back.
You sound so, like, trustworthy. He returns a few minutes later, setting a cold bottle of water against my shin. The chilly condensation tingles against my skin, grounding me. Oh no! Did you get called into work? Disgusting. I look up. Kalei's brow is furrowed with worry. It doesn't suit his face, normally so sunny and cheerful. Guilt gnaws at my chest. He's so cute! Why would you wear socks with sandals, though? That's so yucky. Just wear sandals. Why do you need the socks with it? He's so cute.
Are you sick? Did you drink too much?
Drink? I didn't even drink. I just walked out, saw a party, and had a crazy attack.
Or are you having a panic attack?
The latter. A panic attack. I had never considered that before. I had several episodes in the past, but I just told myself that everyone feels nervous sometimes. My episodes were normal. I was normal.
Now he knows that you're a freak.
I'm not a
Someone
freak,
who can't
bitch.
even handle normal life. A person who's constantly on the verge of a complete mental breakdown.
Guys, fuck off. So you wouldn't have to wash your souls? You're walking in dirt or something, Chronicles? What's going on here? Where are you going? Geist is sitting next to me on the couch, arm draped around my shoulders. His cold fingertips are tickling my earlobe. It feels like I'm being buried alive. Ew, can you fuck off? Don't touch me. I'm having a panic attack. Fuck that. I'm not gonna say I'm drunk. It's California. So sand? I think I'm having a panic attack. I say it quietly, the words stumbling over my tongue. I almost don't want Kalei to hear. It's strange, labeling what is happening to me like this. Part of me is glad to give it a name, to put a face on this monster that has tormented me for so many years. Part of me is terrified of this label, this brand stinging my skin, marking me as someone irreparably broken.
Got it. Okay. Breathe with me, okay? In.
Aww.
Ooh, out. In. Out. Good job. Can I hold your hand?
He's so sweet! He's so sweet! Yes. I nod, he grasps my hand and squeezes it. His hand is warm and reassuring as he leads me through some deep breaths.
You're okay. Everything is going to be okay. Ooh, I'm here for you. I'm not going anywhere.
Any surface in general makes the feet dirty without socks on. Sandals because I don't want to wear shoes? Well, I guess since you don't live in like a cold place, so you can wear sandals 24/7. But if I catch anyone wearing socks with sandals, I'm still gonna be like, hey yo, come on. He repeats this over and over as he continues to help me breathe. With each reassurance, it feels like a rock is lifted off my chest. Once I've calmed down, Kalei gives my hand one final squeeze before letting go.
How you feeling? All right.
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you.
Do you want to go home? Are you going to be okay walking through the crowd?
I nod again. Kalei helps me to my feet. I follow closely behind him as he leads me back out into the masses of people. It's still suffocating, but it's different this time. Kalei walks in front of me, parting the crowd like the Red Sea. Meanwhile, I focus on the plumerias on Kalei's back, counting each flower petal. Don't expect you to show up to the meet and greet. Oh my god. just wear shoes for me. Or you know what? Just show up with your sandals and socks. That way I'll be like, yep, that's Chronicles. By the time that I'm finished, we're out of the heart of the gathering. There are only a few stragglers surrounding us now. I let out the breath that I didn't know that I was holding. I drug up to Kalei's side. I'm sorry for bothering you. My cheeks are burning. I want to disappear, to crawl into some hole that leads straight to the center of the earth and never come back out.
It's no problem at all. I wanted to get some air anyway. Big parties like this aren't usually my thing.
Well, you and I are gonna be great friends, Clay. You're gonna speak in ellipses? So it's just gonna be awkward silence every, like, couple seconds? And be like, hi. How are you? I would just walk away, I guess. But like, next. Guy sidles up next to me, his hands in his pockets.
Look at you. You've completely ruined his night. He could have had fun with everyone else, but he had to babysit you.
Guys, did you not hear him? He said parties aren't his thing. My hands hover around the headphones slung around my neck. I want to put them on, but it would be too rude with Kalei here. I'm not usually like this. I'm a little embarrassed that I acted like this in front of you. Kalei doesn't look surprised. Instead, he dons a strange expression of grim understanding.
It happens to a lot of people. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
See, guys?
What a liar. It happens to a lot of people. Who, exactly? Has he ever even met anyone as freakish as you?
If you think just having panic attacks is freakish, you're weird, guys. Wait until you see me during overstimulation. You'll be like, sup? You good? Alright, later. What the fuck? I would feel like I'm meeting you instead of you meeting me.
I'm your friend. I'm here to support you. Always.
Oh.
Oh, how generous. He's offering to be your crutch because of how fragile you are.
Oh, guys. Kalei kicks a stone lying in the path. It skips down the cement, landing in a nearby patch of flowers.
One of my relatives has a panic attack sometimes. She's brilliant. One of the smartest and kindest people I know. But she feels things a lot, you know? And it can be overwhelming.
Oh, he speaks of her so fondly.
So sometimes she just needs a few minutes to process her emotions, and I hold her hand and talk her through it. It's no big deal at all.
Is that normal? To just hold your... What is she to you? Wait a minute. Wait, where? One of his relatives? I'm kidding. It's probably this is probably innocent hold hands shit. Come on. I can't relate. I'm not close to my family. So this whole touchy thing is like, what? Is that normal? You already gave me my money. I'm only gonna get like 3 seconds before I gotta find the food spot I want to hit. Well, guess what? I don't know if I'll ever be in California. Even though I do have relatives there. It's just California's a different beast, I feel. No big deal. Collapsing in the middle of a crowd and troubling everyone was no big deal. I don't know what to think of that. Part of me is annoyed by Kalei's flippancy, the way he dismisses my suffering with a few easy words, and yet part of me is also strangely reassured by his nonchalance. So do you want him to freak out that you had a panic attack? I feel like you shouldn't be doing that. I feel like he's trying to comfort us in a way. Well, I'm on East Coast. As I'm mulling over the statement, we reach my building. I fumble my ID card out of my pocket and swipe it through the reader. Thank you. I wait to Kalei and shut the door, his words ringing in my ears. I groan into my pillow. We can do New York. I want to go to New York so bad. I can't believe what I did last night in front of Kalei of all people.
I bet he's gossiping to all of his friends right now. The weirdest thing happened to me last night. A freak had a complete breakdown in the middle of the main plaza. Crazy, right?
Guys, fuck off, dude. The blind man dangles the phone in front of my
I
face.
texted you. Shouldn't you hurry and see what it's about?
Yeah, gimme. I bat the phone away and turn around. I want to stop time. I want to curl up in a corner and hide forever, so that I never have to see Kalei again. Yo, he might be like, hey, you okay? The phone buzzes once more, but real life doesn't have a remote. I can't hit pause on it because I'm feeling overwhelmed. I roll back over and reluctantly accept the phone from Geist. Hey, how you feeling? Okay. I was kind of worried. I just wanted to check how you're doing. Do you need anything? See, this guy is so sweet. I squeezed my eyes shut, composing myself before I reply. She's gonna be like, no, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm okay. I don't know what happened last night. That sort of thing doesn't usually happen to me. I'm sorry for bothering you. Nah, don't worry. I'm just glad you're good. I was wondering, are you busy? Oh. Why? Tonight? Oh, why? Me and some friends are getting together to watch a movie. Oh no, you friends? It's called The Social Experiment. Wanna come? We'll probably talk story after. There's gonna be pizza. Oh, dude, no. Already a deal breaker. Already a deal breaker. You want me to meet your friends and it's just gonna be pizza? I don't know. Yo. I always get so scared when I tell somebody I don't like pizza. I made a new friend last week, and the choices was between a pizza restaurant or Japanese. Because I wanted her to pick, because, you know, first time meeting her. So I was like, oh, you can pick. And she's like, I'm thinking of the Firestone Place Pizza, or whatever the fuck it was called. Or this Japanese. And in my head, I was like, oh my god. I just met her. I don't want to tell her I don't like pizza. I was so scared. I was like, we can always have pizza some other time, but let's go get Japanese, yeah? Fuck my life. Oh shit, dude. I'm gonna be fucked. And fun. It's hamster face. My lips curl into a smile after our first text exchange to the hamster face has become something of an inside joke.
Yes.
She's finna figure out.
Except now you can put on an encore performance. You can curl up on the floor in front of Calais and all of his friends and have a complete mental breakdown. Again.
Oh, fuck off, guys. I think you like my misery. She's gonna figure out. You're right. She's going to. I don't even think I told one of my best friends that I don't like pizza. You just gotta fake it till you make it. They're gonna realize, though. They're gonna realize eventually whenever we have, like, an option for pizza, and I'm gonna be like, let's get this instead. That won't happen. Last night was different. That never happens to me. There were just too many people. This is a small and private if anything happens. I didn't. Okay, there's a pause there. I can just say I need to go to the bathroom or something. Guys places a finger under my chin, tipping my face up so I have to look at him.
Do you really believe that?
Do you just haunt me to interrogate me?
Sure, you're going to go out with a bunch of strangers and have a fantastic time. By the end of it all, you'll be best friends for life. What kind of fantasy land are you living in? Has that ever happened to you? Even once?
I don't like your tone. Guy's words radiate cold. They send chills running through my limbs, making the hairs on my arms stand on end.
If you say yes, it can only go poorly. You'll embarrass yourself. You won't even get along with his friends. What if they start mocking you because of how socially inept you are?
I don't know.
Say no.
Oh no, fuck you. I'm accepting. Okay. It only takes a few seconds for the phone to ding with a familiar notification. Listen, I'll just fake it till I make it. Just eat one single slice of pizza. Really? Yay! I'll come get you right now. Sec. Damn, right? What? When I exit the building, Calais is already there. His cheeks and ears tinge pink from the cold. He waves excitedly to me with both hands. He leads me through the darkened campus, along the lamp-lit paths until we reach the student union. When he opens the door, I'm greeted by a trio of new faces. One girl and one guy are lounging on the couch in front of the TV. Another girl is unrolling paper towels and stacking them next to a couple of pizza boxes.
This is Mari, Naya, and Asher.
Okay, nice to meet you. What are their names? I just remember Asher. Mari, Naya, and Asher. Okay. Naya and Asher wave an acknowledgement. Mari hands me a plate and a paper towel. Help yourself. This one is vegan. She opens the oily cardboard boxes, revealing 2 pizzas. One is covered in tomato sauce, vegan mozzarella, and basil. The other has basil pesto, sausage, roasted peppers, and goat cheese. See, does that sound appetizing to you? Because it doesn't for me. I would, between the two, maybe I would... I don't know, man. Fuck, I do it. Oh, fuck, I gotta choose. It sounds appetizing to you. Okay, you can have my piece. I'm gonna go, I guess, with the sausage. I don't know. Goat cheese is good though, but all right. The basil pesto. I grab a slice of the basil pesto pizza. The herbaceous scent makes my mouth water.
Do you feel like beer or soda, or just water?
Soda. I accept the cola. It's cold, ice cold. I wipe some of the condensation off before cracking it open. Calais takes a slice of pesto pizza and sits on the floor in front of the couch. I join him. The room dims and the TV lights up. On the screen, a lanky young man with a mop of curly hair fields questions from a curious reporter. It's an interesting movie. The protagonist is a college student who joins his best friend's startup. They make a social network that quickly takes over the country. However, midway through the film, it's revealed that the best friend is actually an alien who's using the social network as a way to harvest information about humanity. Well, that's crazy. As the film winds down to finish the final bite of pizza, the protagonist just barely evades his best friend's ray gun and stabs him in the throat. What the fuck? In the final few seconds, the protagonist staggers to the console, trying to prevent the information from being sent to the mothership. But he's too late. The film's final shot is of the console screen, eerily displaying transmission sent in big pixelated green letters. That's how it ends? Calais gets up and flips on the light. Mario turns off the TV. The hell was that? Blatant sequel bait. I thought it was pretty good, really ominous.
It's a fitting metaphor for online privacy, isn't it? They couldn't stop the aliens because it can't be stopped. Once you use the internet, no matter how hard you try, your information is going to be collected and used against you.
Listen, I decided to play a game to relax my mind. And you're telling me this? The 5 of us clean up, tossing the pizza boxes and cleaning the dishes. When we're done, we sit on the floor in a circle, chatting about the movie, although, to be fair, Calais does most of the talking. Yo, Asher kind of looks cute in the shadow. What movies do you like, Aromie? Ah, this question.
Better not tell them what you really like. After all, if you tell them that your favorite series is an animated whodunit franchise for kids starring a detective dog, they'll think that you're weird and utterly childish.
Guys, did anyone ask you? I brush aside guys I can't read English! Whatever, I already prepared. I watch most things, but I've been watching a lot of sci-fi stuff lately. My favorite is the Eradicator series. Oh, the one about the shape-shifting aliens that take over humanity, right? Yeah, and then the main guy travels back in time to prevent humanity from making contact so that they don't get taken over.
He's not the protagonist. The protagonist is a woman he's helping.
He's the guy on the cover, though. Calais sighed.
The guy on the cover is the villain. The villain!
Oh, I love villains. I really liked it, especially the scene where the guy jumps into the vat of acid to save everyone else.
That's the sequel.
Why do you always get so hung up on the details, Calais? Let up a little.
Eradicator 2 is the best one.
Eradicator Reborn is the best one. The villain wields this pair of nunchucks that turns into machine guns. I liked Eradicator 4, the one starring Holiday. That reminds me of that other movie that we watched with Holiday. The one where she has 6 months left to live, so she decides to go find her first love. That one was so good. I was crying at the end when she found her boyfriend's last love letter to her. The ending was kind of boring. Just say that you wanted killer robots to appear in the last 20 minutes of the movie, Asher.
60 years, 6 months was one of Holly's best performances. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that the director made the film with her in mind. It was a crime that she didn't win the Golden Galaxy Award that year.
I have no idea what these guys are talking about. What's with this eerie music? As the conversation meanders away from the topic that I had started with, I fall silent while Mari and Asher bicker about the sentimentality of the climax of 60 years, 6 months. Kalei leans over and asks if I ever watched it. Well, all I can do is shake my head. Sometimes the conversation veers to movies that I have watched, and I scramble to think of something to say, something interesting that isn't too weird or offensive. But by the time I plan my words, the others are already talking about something completely different.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. It's been so long since you last talked. It's just like class, isn't it? You're going to get a participation score of 0, you know.
Okay, and? Is that a problem? Usually, I just let my friends talk. I just sit there and listen. I'm not one to put much into a conversation. I only speak when I have something to say, to be honest. I open my mouth trying to say something, but I soon close it again. Unless somebody's gonna be like, hey, you haven't talked in a while, then I would figure something out.
Given up already? Oh, you've truly got an iron will. Why don't you go join the other furniture?
Wow, you're so... I place my hands in my lap, focusing on wiping some of the residual oil from my fingers. At this point, if I did say anything, I just earned stares of befuddlement. Who is the stranger interrupting our conversation? Better not say anything. I feel like it's okay to sometimes just listen. Is that wrong? I'll just stay quiet and wait for this get-together to end. As Naya and Mari discuss the relationship dynamics in a gothic romance film, the conversation slows down. Kalei is listening intently to the argument, but Asher looks bored. He takes a swig from his beer before looking at me. Asher raises an eyebrow. Hey, Aromie, why are you so quiet? I phrase. I can't remember how many times I've been asked this question. What am I supposed to say? What do you say to that? Yeah, what the fuck do you want me to say? I have nothing to say to you. I don't know. I'm just listening. I'm just here for the vibes. I'm observing. Sorry, I'm quiet because I'm shy. I just don't like talking very much. I'm a bit tired. I'm not feeling it today. I don't know you guys that well, so it's hard for me to barge into this conversation. All of these are valid. I'm actually kind of messed up in the head, and if I talk, you'll find out, so I'm not saying anything. There are a million answers, a million excuses, but I can never say anything. All I can do is nervous laugh and say, yep, I'm quiet. Naya and Mari slowly stop chatting and look at the two of us. Kalei is already staring. I shrink under their gazes. Guy leans close, his cold breath tickling my ear.
Oh no, it seems like they found out.
That I'm an introvert? Oh, how dare they.
How long did you think that you could hide it? Your real self. You pretended to be interesting. You pretended to be a person worth talking to. But you didn't even make it 5 minutes before showing them how boring you are. What will they think of Kalei now? He stuck his neck out for you, introducing you to all of his friends. Now what will they think? They might start to think that he's a miserable failure too because he likes someone like you.
You know, at my workplace when I first joined them, I think like maybe 4 months in, my manager pulled me into the office and like, hey, are you gonna open up? I was like, motherfucker, I'm just here for a paycheck. I'm kidding. Well, I'm not kidding. I am, but you know, I just feel like you gotta be honest sometimes. You be like, hey, because I literally told them it takes time for me to open up. I'm not an extrovert, goddammit. First of all. And I'm also trying to observe you all. I'm trying to figure out what we have in common, please. Sorry. I'm sorry for being so boring. I'm sorry for being such a killjoy. I'm sorry for ruining the mood.
You've already ruined everything.
Can you read my mind?
Begging for forgiveness will help. You're just making things worse.
You're just bargaining with them. Why are you... Kalei squeezes his beer can. The crinkling sound is loud in the relative silence.
Maybe it's because they think hard about what they're going to say instead of saying any old thing.
He prods Asher with his knee.
Why are you so loud all the time, bruh? Maybe you should learn to be a better listener.
He's so white knighting me. Asher's brow furrows and his nostrils flare. He looks pissed.
Now look at what you've done. You're ruining his friendships.
Calais is standing up for you. He's getting into a fight with his friend for you.
I wrap my arms around myself, my knuckles whitening. I stare at my drink on the table, watching the condensation pool at the bottom. This is awkward. The same 5 words run around my head on repeat, screaming and screaming and screaming. I should not have come. I wish I wasn't here. I wish I was anywhere but here. I mean, girly, just be like, it takes a while for me to open up. Done. Conversation over. Asher rolls his eyes before shoving Calais in the shoulder. You're the one to talk. You're the loudest one out of all of us. Calais rolls his eyes in turn, ignoring his friend's provocate. Fuck, I can't pronounce this word. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Anyway, speaking of gothic romances, what did you think about Scarlet Tears? You mentioned that was one of your favorites from last year. We watched that a couple weeks ago.
Calais smoothly transitions the conversation to a film that I've watched. I managed to get in a few sentences, although it doesn't take too long for the conversation to veer in a direction that I can't keep up with. However, whenever he notices, Calais brings me back into the fold with an easy question. He is so sweet. He's the friend that we all need. The friend that knows. Asher remains relatively quiet. His arms are crossed and his eyes are narrowed into a pointed glare aimed straight at Calais. The other boy doesn't stop sulking until we split up for the evening, with everyone returning to their respective dorm rooms. I'm the only one who lives in a separate building. Calais offers to walk me back. True gentleman. When we're outside, I cross my arms, shielding my body from the chill. I feel strangely nauseous and oddly vulnerable in a way that I can't explain. As if someone cut a hole in my chest and left it open so that everyone could peer inside. Calais scratches his nose. He looks around awkwardly before returning to face me.
I'm sorry.
For what?
They, said some pretty insensitive stuff to you. They're not usually like that.
They were only like that because you were there. You made everything awkward.
I'll make sure they're on their best behavior next time. Don't worry.
It's fine. There might not be a next time.
There won't be a next time. Not after you messed everything up so badly.
Fuck. I'm agreeing with guys.
I'm really glad that you came.
He's lying. They always lie. He's just trying to...
We all like movies, but sometimes it feels like I'm the only one who takes them seriously, you know? They're always joking around about how bad the dialogue is or how hot the actors are. Whenever I want to talk about the story or the characters, they brush me off. Even when they don't, you can tell they don't want to talk, you know? That's interesting, or, wow, you thought about it a lot.
Aww, he's really into like the plot and characters of a movie. That's so cute.
Sometimes I feel like a weirdo. Like I don't belong.
I think you're just a movie fanatic.
So it was really nice having you there. It seems like we're on the same wavelength.
Oh my god, is he flirting with me? He might be lying. Placating me with soothing words, but he seems sincere. I feel the same way. I really like talking to you too. I mumble the words, barely able to get them out. Inwardly, I curse. I sound so awkward. What if Calais thinks I'm lying or being insincere? Well, you literally thought he was lying and being insincere.
Feels like you listened to me. You really listen. I wanted to thank you for that.
Aw, you're welcome. Guilt bubbles in my stomach. I want to protest. That's wrong. I'm not listening. Not really. I'm just so wrapped up in my own thoughts all the time that I don't speak. In reality, I'm a selfish jerk who's always obsessing about myself. I don't listen to you because my thoughts are constantly screaming in my head. But when I look at Calais, his sunny smile erodes my doubts. He's genuinely grateful towards me, even if it was accidental. I did something for him that he appreciates. I made him feel heard. I guess I did a good thing. I look around. Geist is gone. Good. Fuck off, Geist. We arrived at my dorm building. Thanks for inviting me. I had fun. Did you? I didn't think we had that much fun. When I return to my room, the guilt in my stomach has morphed into something else. A strange mixture of emotions, ones that I can't easily define. If it ain't monster movies, I'm good. Guilt, nervousness, humiliation, gratitude, and something almost like pride. Oh wait, this doggo here is a detective dog? Now that I'm looking at it? Around a month has passed since Calais invited me to meet his friends. I lounge on my bed scrolling through my feed. Is it Calais? I scan my notifications. It's not. Instead, I got an email. I ran down to the mailroom. When I talk to the students that's manning the desk, my excitement is so high that I can't get the words out without stumbling over them. Oh, is it my collector's edition? Minutes later, I'm clutching the package to my chest like it's my most precious treasure. In my room, I carefully opened the box. The DVD case covered in slightly worn plastic is lying amidst the crumpled up newspaper. Young Detective Dog, the adventure begins. I can't suppress the grin spreading on my face. I've been waiting to see this film for so long. I open up my desk to search for my DVD player, but then I pause. I wonder if Calais would want to watch this. When we were talking about the franchise before, he mentioned that he hasn't watched this one. I'm not surprised. It's not available online, and physical copies are hard to come by. Should I invite him over? I've never invited anyone over. In fact, I've never invited anyone to hang out, period. When I did spend time with friends, they were always the ones to reach out. Some small, deep part of my heart always believed that if I asked someone out, they would feel burdened. That spending time with me was a chore. That they had much better things to do than be with me. But this is different, right? Calais would want to see this movie too. And maybe, just maybe, he would have fun with me. I take out my phone, my fingers hovering over the try message icon.
Stop.
What? What? Geist is sitting on the bed, leaning over me. He reaches over and tries to take the phone out of my grasp. But this time I don't let go. I wrest my hands from his grip.
What do you think is happening with that guy?
What is wrong with you?
What? Is he your bestie?
Yeah?
Your dear friend?
Yeah?
Maybe he even likes you.
Maybe? I don't want to listen to this. I push Geist off of me. I get up and grab my headphones from my desk, but his voice slips past the headphones, snaking into my eardrums. What's happening here?
Get your head out of the clouds. He tolerates you because he wants someone to go to tutoring with. If he had anyone else, he wouldn't even look at you.
I turn away and crouch down, pressing the headphones so hard over my ears that it feels like I'm crushing my skull. This man is so manipulative for a fucking ghost.
He doesn't like you. He never liked you. No one likes you.
Why are you so mean to me? Ice embraces me from behind, squeezing me tightly. He rests his chin on my shoulder.
I love you. I only have your best interests at heart.
That sounds very manipulative.
The world is dangerous. I'm trying to protect you.
Are you? You've been nothing but rude.
You can't trust anyone. They all hate you. They all wish that you would just disappear from the face of the earth.
His voice is scolding and freezing at the same time. Honey that drips into my ears, burning my eardrums like acid.
If you trust them, if you let them in, they'll all hurt you eventually.
He takes the phone out of my grasp, my grip too limp to hang on any longer.
But that's okay. I'm here for you. You only need me.
You weren't there for me when I needed you the most. Push him away. Fuck off. Geist's touch fills me with revulsion, resentment, and anger. I shove him away. He stumbles backwards, hitting his head against my desk. He rubs the back of his head, glaring at me. Everyone hates you. It seems like the only one who hates me is you, Geist. Geist's eyes widen. His eyes are brimming with some emotion that I can't quite describe. It's almost like, it almost looks like betrayal.
I don't hate you. I love you.
No, you don't.
I care about you more than anyone else. You're my entire world. I exist for you.
Okay, that sounds romantic and all, but the way you've been treating me, I know better than to fall for this shit. You love me. When you spend all day telling me how worthless, disgusting, and unlovable I am. When you do nothing but beat me down, grinding me into dust so that you can pick me up. You don't love me, bitch! I don't know what this is, but it's definitely not love. The floodgates are open now. I blink quickly, trying not to let the tears flow out of my eyes as the words flow out of my mouth. Why? What's your game? You want me to feel small and laughable and hopeless, so that I never feel confident enough to leave you, so that I'll always need you. Oh god. Geist opens his mouth before closing it again. He tries to speak a couple more times before he finally finds the words.
I'm just being honest with you.
I don't want you to get hurt. Not when you're this fragile. Not when the slightest push will break you into 1,000 pieces.
You're the only one who's hurting me.
I just wanted to help.
You can't help me. You're a ghost. I need a human. You're a literal ghost. You're not helping. You've never helped. The tears are gushing out now, warm droplets caressing my cheeks. All you do is make me so stressed that I'm terrified to do anything, boxing me into a prison of my own thoughts, so that I can't step outside of it. Trying to alienate me from the people around me. Why has this man been haunting us, by the way?
I'm not a liar.
Yes, you are. Fuck off. But you are. Clay hates me when every single thing that he has done has communicated the opposite. He says that he likes to talk to me. He invites me to hang out. He wants me to meet his friends. That's true. That's true. Because guys don't be showing their friends the girls they talk to unless they're serious, right? And yet every single time you tell me that he's pretending, that he actually hated me all along. What kind of crazy hoops do you have to jump through to believe that he hates me after all that? What are you? Some kind of mind reader? To be able to tell what he's really feeling?
No. But I just know. Besides, even if he doesn't hate you now, he'll hate you eventually.
Wow, rude.
It's just a matter of time.
And if something happens later and he tells me that he hates me, so what? I'll move on. I'll live. It won't be the end of the world. I'll make new friends. I'll form new relationships. Yeah, girly! Look at her! But if I'm always too scared, if I never reach out, then I'll never form bonds with anyone. I'll just continue floating listlessly through life, blindly following wherever you decide to take me. I might get hurt, and that's okay. It happens. I don't want to spend my life avoiding the things I'm afraid of. I want to spend it doing the things that I actually want to do. So, be gone, sir.
What do you want to do?
Fall in love, but not with you. I don't need to think about my answer. I want to be Clay's friend. Oh, I friend-zoned him. Or I friend-zoned myself. Guys looks down at the phone, guilt marring his features. He lifts his eyes to meet mine. I stare down unwavering. He extends the phone to me.
All right. Good luck.
Oh, is he gonna leave forever now? I hesitate, thinking it might be a trick. Before accepting the device, it's still displaying Kalei's conversation on try message. I bite my lip and send my message quickly, trying to not overthink it. Are you interested in watching a movie with me? I just got my hands on Young Detective Dog, and I thought you might want to see it. My phone buzzes immediately. Yes, I really want to see it. Right now? Right now? I wiped the tears from my eyes. I'm really in no state to see him right now. I pause before sending the next message. I've got a few things to do right now, but maybe in a couple hours. I'll be there. Can't wait. I look up. Geist is gone. As he should, because it'll be awkward if he's still lingering around.
Hey!
He's so cute. He sounds a little different than normal, almost overly enthusiastic, because he brandishes a plastic bag filled to the brim with different snacks. Wow, he just had these lying around?
Oh no, I ran to the store really quick. I didn't know what you liked, so I got a bunch of stuff.
Oh, he's so cute! Here, remember, just throw the bag.
Oops, I forgot drinks.
I laugh. We're in my room. Why are you the one trying to provide everything? He smells
You're
awkwardly.
right, that's kind of weird, isn't it? I guess I got a little excited and didn't think too much.
We laugh together before settling. Do I have any drinks here? Settling on the rug, I prop my laptop on my desk chair. I plug in my DVD player before carefully inserting the Detective Dog disc. Dude, we're sitting on the floor? My butt's gonna hurt. The movie starts with a close-up of a dingy city street. Several pairs of feet pass by, splashing through the muddy puddles strewn over the cement. Kalei opens a carton of cookies. He holds the box open for me. I take one, savoring the cream filling sandwiched between two chocolate biscuits. Isn't this an Oreo? I'm not gonna make that joke. Good job. He also opens a bag of spicy chips and sets it to the ground between us. The camera zooms in, focusing on an alleyway in the background. A dirty cardboard box comes into view. A small puppy, his fur matted with dirt and blood, lies in the box. I'm Dog. In the future, I'll be Detective Dog, but not now. Now I'm just a poor orphan dog. We quickly become completely enthralled by the film. The animation is definitely dated, but the voice acting performances and the writing are mesmerizing. The plot is much darker than other entries in the Detective Dog series. Following Dog is as he is falsely accused of stealing a rich cat's pearls. Tempting to make a Netflix and chill joke. Listen, this guy seems too sweet for that. On screen, watch Dog's interrogation. Dog stays quiet as the policeman tries to emotionally manipulate him and promising a warm bed and food if Dog fesses up. I fumble a chip out of the bag, enjoying this spicy sweetness. I reach towards the bag again when Kalei's fingers goes over the back of my hand. I freeze.
Sorry.
He jerks his hand back, his ears are red.
I'm a little nervous.
Why? Yo! Kiss him! That is wild! That is wild! Holy shit! I don't think my girl's that bold. Oh, I don't want to overwrite. Yo, but... but what if... what if, though? Fuck it. Fuck it, you know? Geist isn't here. Who's gonna stop me? My mind? I reach over and place my hand on his, squeezing it. Then I turn towards him. What if he doesn't want this? It's okay, I'll reload if it's bad. I hover in front of Kalei's face just long enough that he can sense my intentions. His eyes widen, but he doesn't pull. I thought it said he pulled away. I was like, oh damn, sorry, girly. Just die of embarrassment. I press my lips against his. It's only for a moment, but his skin is warm and soft against mine. I pull away just as quickly, burying my face in my hands. Somehow, I had gotten drunk on chocolate cookies, spicy chips, and orphaned animated dogs. Kalei turns away from me. I want to scream. I ruined it. Good going, Aromie. The second that you tell guys to get lost, you decided to act like a creep and a pervert. I could really have used that jerk's intervention if I had known I was going to do something this stupid. Now Kalei really won't want to be friends anymore, and he'll feel too awkward to stop the movie. So now he's going to be stuck here with the deviant. A deviant? What is that? Kalei tentatively reaches his hand out. He places it over mine, interlacing our fingers. Oh, see? He's okay. He squeezes my hand. Oh, what is this? Did I get good ending? Perfect. After our introductory computer science class ended and the new semester started, Kalei and I started to officially date. Oh, damn! We often spend our evenings together and we go out on the weekends. Nowadays, I invite him to hang out as often he invites me. Our unspoken rule is that whoever does the inviting gets to choose the movie. Alright, well, I don't know that many movies, so I guess he's inviting me all the time. I've gotten to know Kalei's friends better too. Mari is a sweet girl who's always caring for others like a mother hen. Naya is level-headed and unflappable with a penchant for sarcasm. Even Asher isn't a bad guy once you get to know him. He has a tendency to blurt out whatever is on his mind, and he's a little immature. But he's genuinely caring and has his moments. I find myself striking up conversations with other classmates too. We don't become fast friends, but we exchange a few friendly words. Sometimes the interactions are as smooth as butter, and sometimes they're as rough as sliding across sandpaper. But that's okay. I feel myself changing little by little. Look at that! I made my girl so confident in herself. That man didn't vanish completely. That man. But whenever he tries to drown my ears in nervous prophecies, I don't resend. I can't. The fucking words are covered for me too. It's difficult to ignore him, but he's quieter now, less insistent. His rhetoric has changed a little too. He no longer speaks exclusively in apocalyptic foretellings. Sometimes he watches me open up my 4th cup of instant noodles of what? Of the week. And says, that much sodium can't be good for you. Why not cook something? Okay, that's valid. When I'm on the couch scrolling mindlessly through social media, he sits up, fuck! Did they not decide to, like, squeeze the shit a little, like... He sits next to me and leans to my ear and whispers, going for a walk would be better for you than lazing about at home, wouldn't it? Wow, guys has turned into, like, my personal like fitness teacher or some shit. What do they call them, people? That helps you better yourself. No. I don't know the word. Damn, I don't remember the word. Personal... It's not personal trainer. Whatever. As I sit at my desk and browsing through online shopping portals, he sidles up something behind me and shuts my laptop, saying, "You know you don't have room for frivolous purchases in the budget right now." His tongue hasn't lost its edge, but those lectures only bring me mild annoyance, not fear. Sometimes I actually take his advice, and sometimes I tell him no. Good. You speak against him. On the occasion, he falls back into old habits, reciting old lines. They don't like you. Everyone hates you. You do nothing but ruin everything. But he says them less and less with each passing day. There is a man that follows me. He's always watching, and sometimes he whispers in my ear. I wonder if he'll ever go away. He probably won't. That's annoying. I don't like that. Oh, I'm the idiot. I could have just moved this. Sorry, developer. It's me. I'm dumb. User error. And that's alright. Thank you for taking your time to play. I make other romance games with dark twists too. If you're interested, you can check my link here. For anyone who has mental health struggles, know that you're not alone. I hope that you all have more days where Geist is a little quieter than usual. Oh, this is so cute! Motivator? Is it motivator? You know, the nutritionist? Is that what they are called? Nutritionists? Where they're like, hey, you can't eat this. You gotta eat this instead, bro. Cookies? No. In the trash. Okay, let me return to the start. I don't even know how it would end up with you, like, dating this man. Nutritionist. Yeah, there we go. I figured out the word eventually. Well, and then fall in love with the ghost. I literally thought I was gonna fall in love with the ghost when I was reading about this game. I was like, oh, I'm gonna fall for the ghost. No, this guy was just way too mean for me. It's like not my style. I'm gonna assume these two CGs is him. We can look at Calais, the best boy. The one that is super, super sweet to us. Compared to Geist, who says everyone hates you and shit. Rude. But anyway, that's the end of today's stream. Quick and easy. Next stream will be on Saturday. Right? No, Friday. I finally have a day off Friday, so I can stream on Friday. It's been like, I don't even know the last time I was off on Friday. It's probably like months by now. 84 years? Yeah, it's gonna feel like it. That's in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 days. 85 years it is. But enjoy the rest of your Sundays. And I will see you guys on Friday.